I didn't have my phone with me. We ran on the trail, and there's plenty of people out there. I'm not talking about the one in back. That's Kapisic, a nature conservancy. We went to Stroudwater, and this one I discovered when I went to the hand doctor. They've got a trail system that runs right through where their office building is, and it's close. So we went there, Minnow and I, and plenty of people, plenty of dogs off leash, plenty of hikers, runners. We saw a biker. And I only know that because I had a feeling I should be taking notes, and so I took notes with me. I took a poop bag, a pen, and an available piece of paper, which I found on the floor of my vehicle. And because all the others used up, apparently. And let's see, what else? Well, I stopped to take notes. Got my pen, got a note, work it out. Someone comes up on the bridge where I was, and Minna wants to see him, and I'm like, hi, and they're like, your pup's so cute. I'm like, thank you. And then they start jogging, and Minna wants to jog. I'm like, okay, Minna, let's jog. And I got another note at the next little bridge, and the last little kind of twist and turn up a trail with a canopy of trees, I got a note. I'm writing it. I hear behind me, to your right. And I'm like, and I say, okay. Minnow's on a leash. I'm standing there with my note going, okay, you're going to go to my right, so I'm waiting for you. Because I got my first foot on a rock ledge, okay? I'm up an incline, you know, so I'm like, fine. I'm not going to turn around on a tilt. I hear you. I said, okay. She's like, to your left. And I'm like, okay. Okay. It was no big deal in the sense of everyone else that's passed me today. You kind of expect to be a banter. There's a little give and take, you know, if you're going to pass someone, and it's not like it's a narrow trail. It's double wide at least, and you know, if you're like Minnow and don't mind going into the marsh, it's as wide as you want it to be. But then she said something about get out of the way. As I turned, like, and she huffily passed me, and I'm like, do you really just? I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, so I'm having a conversation with Minnow. Minnow, look at this fucking bitch. Look at this fucking bitch being so rude out here on the trail. So I'm tagging her, and I'm like, swearing. She's like, you don't have to swear. And I'm like, come on, Minnow, let's pass her. And then I got in front of her, and I said, I was making a note. And she says, you're stopped on the trail. And I'm kind of like, you know what? It's not your right to judge me where I stop at all. Paul, it's not your right. But I didn't say that. I'm saying that now. I stood in front of her, and I gesticulated to my left. There's your trail. So I blocked her on the trail. She could go around this way if she wanted to, but I blocked her directly in front of her bike and said, there's your trail. She's going up an incline. What her trail would be would have to lift her bike over a log and then go into the bushes and into the rough. I was making a point. She's not thinking of two, and that's what I said. And she hit me with her bike. No, it didn't hurt. And it's the gesture. It's the gesture of theoretical contact. And what this bitch who did not call me a bitch assumes is her right as a jackass. To d-0f-t trig height And by trig height, she brought b-rig height. We're on a trail. It's not for you to judge. It's not for you to judge my tail. Now I'm trying to get to some notes about the trail and the tail. I'll lend them when I can, because my note pile just keeps growing faster than I could get around to, it would seem. When I went to hand deliver my reply in Augusta, I found the Kennebec Trail there. I'm thirsty. And Minnow and I, we, much to our delight, we took a new trail. It was pretty awesome. I mean, it's really nice. It was nice to get on a trail I hadn't been on before. We went from one end to another where they had doggy bags. So they had free doggy bags, and I took a lot. Stuffed them into my pocket on one end, and at the other end, a couple miles out, and I could have kept going, but it was a sunny day, and it did have a respite from a canopy of trees. I decided, you know, a modest 2 or 3 miles was fine. And we found the doggy bags on the other end with the garbage. So I deposited one that was used and took a bunch more and stuck it in my other pocket. And I thought to myself, you know, what is this compulsion to get free bags? Well, it's kind of like if I go to the trail with my tail, I get a free bag to assay and stay. Weld. And I have more notes on that. I'll have to find them. If I try and tune into this person on the bicycle, but BI is 2, cycled dudes with hyphens. No, I don't get the gesticulation and the gesticulation of, I hear you want to go on my right. Okay. You want to go on my left. Okay. Now you're saying something about me being on the trail stopped being rude. And she's saying you can't, you were on the, she backed it up by, you stopped on the trail. And I'm like, yeah. And animals stop and take a shit where they feel like it too. Okay? Animal. Anna. Anima. -L. Anima, your personality. -L. Hyphen. No, I don't admire bridging the gap of independent, self-fueled narcissism. Oh, I go to the gym where I can see -d, my own reflection, defend. It's all around me. I feel so comfortable, able. L-E-A-D. Yes, I'm probably a rude awakening, but I'm not rude. It's you that doth pursue. Okay? To be true through you? The secret of doftmanship is to throw the weed before the d-0f-t d-0f-c-a-rt. Go odd, doc, route. Go see art. So I have more thoughts on hyperallergic art forum. I have unsubscribed but I'll be putting my notes up broadside with my own bicycle in my own mind.